I have built 16 different income streams. Some are obvious, some are kind of weird, I know, and a few might actually surprise you. If you've ever wondered how entrepreneurs really make money, I'll show you across my 16 different income streams that I've built over the last few years, because at the end of the day, stacking income, generating revenue, it's about one thing: freedom and leverage. Let's break it down by levels, from trading time for money all the way to building scalable assets. Level one, there's actually 5 levels in total. Level one is going to be time for money. This is your active income. This is what I'm working on a regular basis every single week to grow my businesses and to grow my income. Level 2 is going to be leverage services, where I leverage other people's products, other people's services, and I make money on that. And then level 3 is going to be scalable products, which is all one-to-many. And then level 4 is going to be SaaS ownership and digital assets. I'm a digital nomad. I can run my business from anywhere in the world, my multiple of businesses from anywhere in the world, and I can generate money essentially on demand on the internet. And I'll share with you on level 4 how I'm able to do that. Level five is going to be some of these asset plays that I'm doing in my investments. So let's get started with level 1, time for money, okay? One of the first streams of income is gonna be public speaking. I get paid to speak. I get flown out to go traveled, and I'll speak on stage in front of 1,000 people. Just in the last 2 weeks alone, I've spoken in front of 1,100 people in person. So I get flown out to speak, and I get paid for my keynote speaking presentation. So that could be a panel speaking engagement. And a panel, the way that looks like, is going to be when I'm a guest on someone else's stage, as well as I'm in alignment with other guests. So I'm on stage, it's gonna be me and a group of other people on the same stage, and I get asked questions and I give an answer. Or if I'm hosting a workshop, or if I'm doing a paid keynote, and what a paid keynote is when I'm on stage and I'm the only person speaking on stage for that entire presentation. So number 1 is going to be public speaking. Number 2 is going to be consulting, where I do strategy calls and I do advisory retainers, where people pay me monthly or one large lump sum. So an example of a consulting gig is when someone flies out to Las Vegas and we call it a VIP day. It's $10,000 for me, where I put them up in a hotel room or a hotel conference room, and I consult with them. We have a whiteboard, it's recorded, there's cameras all around recording everything that I say, and I lay out what the next 12 months looks like for that entrepreneur. It's 10 grand, it's very private, and it's just me and that entrepreneur for that 8 hours. Number 3 is gonna be marketing services. This is when my company builds out funnels, websites, and automation build outs to help entrepreneurs grow and scale their business. Now, that's level 1. That's what I do for active income. That's when I'm working on every single week. So every single week, I'm speaking on stages, whether it's in person or online via webinars. And then I'm also consulting on Zoom or in person if I do a VIP day. And then the marketing services is where me and my team are actively consulting, and we implement some of the strategies that I share with them. And then we actually build it out for the entrepreneur throughout our marketing services. So there's 3 levels. That's level 1. And there are 3 income streams on each of level 1. Level 2, leverage services. Affiliate commissions. This is when I refer someone else's product. So I'm referring tools, I'm referring books, I'm referring different softwares that I may use inside my business for different reasons that I really absolutely love, and I share it with other people. You may see people who are affiliates where in the description they give you specific links, and that link is tied back to them. And when you make a purchase on that person's or that company's product or service, when you make a purchase, it's tracked back to that person who gave you that specific link, and they get a commission on that sale. So that is the first level of affiliate. Now, there's something called a 2-tier affiliate commission. A 2-tier is where I place an affiliate inside of a company and I get an override. And what's really cool about that is it's on effort that I don't necessarily have to do. I can delegate that to someone else, and just by connecting the two, company A with an affiliate, I put those two together. Affiliate is going to be marketing that person's business, and then I make a commission on top of it. Okay, that's going to be level 2, where I leverage other people's technologies, other people's businesses. The first part is when I am the affiliate and I sell someone else's product. Let's use an example. I take someone else's product and I promote it to my audience, and I say, hey, this is a product that I use. This is a software that I use. This is my accounting software, or this is my CRM software, or this is my marketing software, or this is my email software, whatever that may look like. And I promote that software because I'm actually using it. And then from there, I then get a commission by promoting that software when someone buys it. on my behalf. I get a commission. The next one, which is two-tier affiliate, is when I bring in an affiliate to promote someone else's software, and then I get an override on the revenue that they've generated, okay? Level 3 is going to be scalable products. This is super exciting because this one has unlimited scalability. I can sell 100 units. I can sell 1,000 units. The biggest challenge for entrepreneurs today is that they don't have the ability to scale anything inside of their business. So for a coach who does one-on-one coaching, you're limited on how many coaching calls you can do. Like, let's say if you're a consultant or a coach and you're doing it one-on-one, all one-on-one sessions, you're limited on how many sessions you can have because you're limited on time. What I'm about to share with you in these 3 are completely scalable, whether it's 1 unit or 1,000 units or 1 million people, whatever the number is, I can completely scale that. So number 1, under scalable products, level 3, scalable products, this is income stream number 6, my courses and trainings, where I teach frameworks and I give playbooks. A framework is a step-by-step process to accomplish a specific result. And you can build frameworks to create results for yourself, and then you can teach that to other people through an online course. So the platform that I use to launch my courses is going to be High Level, and I have a white label of High Level called Progretta. So I use my version of High Level to launch online courses. And I record a video, and when I record that video of me teaching my framework, I can distribute that framework to however many people because it's a video. So I teach frameworks, and I break down those frameworks for other people to implement a similar result. So if I have a framework on how do I get booked appointments or booked sales calls on my calendar, I break it down into a process, and I take that process and I sell that process in a video, or I record that process in a video, and then I sell that process, which is me selling the video. And I sell access to that video, and I make sure that it's password protected, and I use one software called Progretta to accomplish that. If you want to try Progretta, down below, you can actually start a trial in the description. The next thing is going to be book royalties. This is long-term income from published works. I've built a book royalty income, and specifically where my books come from or where my books are sold is on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and a bunch of other sites that I don't know of and I don't even know their names. I just get paid when my book is sold. So the more that I grow my brand and people search online more about me, they'll see some of the books that I've written over the years, and they can actually buy that book and spend $19 or $29, whichever book that they buy. And then I get a commission on that for something that I did 8 years ago, 7 years ago, 6 years ago in my book. And I do have a book coming up soon, and I'll share with you more details. Be sure to click subscribe and subscribe to this video if you want to get notified when my book is going to be released. All right. Number 8, income stream number 8 is going to be my own affiliate network. Now, I share with you one of my income streams is when I'm an affiliate of someone else's product. Now, another income stream that I have is affiliates who are affiliates of my products and services. So this is where my own affiliates are bringing in customers inside of my business. So I pay a commission to other business owners and other entrepreneurs and affiliates. I give them a commission when they send people my way, and I give them a monthly commission for that referral. So if you have a audience, for example, I will pay you a commission for bringing that audience to our products. If you love my services, you love the products that I sell, and you are like, hey, you should contact Andy. Andy has a great software. Andy has a great coaching program. Andy has great infrastructure to support you inside of your business, and you send them my way, I give you a commission, okay? So that's a stream of income that I have, which is the affiliate network. Now, level 4, SaaS ownership. This is where it starts to get bigger. The first 3 levels are kind of beginner things that I've implemented that has been my foundation of growing my income. Now I'm going to share with you some of the things that I own and some digital assets that I have. Now, majority of my business is built online, meaning it is digital nomad lifestyle. And I did that on purpose. I remember when I was in my early 20s and I started my business. My first business was cell phones, where I sold cell phones under the T-Mobile brand. And I owned actual physical stores that you would walk into. And I had 4 locations before I turned 21. I had 4 locations that I owned. And I remember saying to myself, the lifestyle that I envision is that I can pick up and go. I can pick up and travel. I was stuck in my city because my stores required me to be in town. My employees had to be in town, and I wanted to travel around the world. So the next business venture that I created, which is the business that I run now today, which is a 7-figure company, I wanted to make sure that I could travel, and that was very important to me. So today I travel for a living. Just in the last 7 days, I've been in multiple states. So I share that with you because I can go to Dallas, I can be in the United States, then I'm taking a flight to London, and then from London, I'm coming to do a speaking event in Arkansas, and then I come back to Las Vegas. So I can do all of that and make money in any state, in any city, in any country, because everything that I operate is digital. So that leads me to income stream number 9. In my income stream, I own a few software companies. The first software company is called $leads.ai. $leads.ai is an AI lead generation software to help entrepreneurs generate leads. And what it does, artificial intelligence. Have you ever used ChatGPT's deep research? All it is it's a timed software where it goes deep online and it searches whatever you're looking for. That's what deep research is. So I want you to imagine Google and ChatGPT having a baby, and specifically designed to generate leads. So if you just type in, let's say you're looking for a hair salon contacts, you type in hair salon, you type in the city, and this software, what it does, it generates all of the hair salons in that city, their name, the email, the phone number, as well as the email address of the owners. It's able to search all that information because all that information is already online. It's just in a bunch of different places. This AI tool generates all that information and gives it to you essentially in a spreadsheet for you to do outbound marketing campaigns. That's $leads.ai, okay? And we have hundreds of members in that platform. Then we have Webinar Core. Webinar Core is a webinar automation software. Now, one of the ways that I've grown my business is by having videos on repeat that share a valuable system or valuable framework and an offer. An offer is when you ask someone for money. So I recorded these pre-recorded webinars, these sales presentations, and I put it online. Now, it's ineffective to just put it on YouTube and hope it works. It's backed behind a opt-in form. So someone has to actually opt in, put in their name, email, phone number to watch the sales presentation to start the sales process. And we put that in a platform called Webinar Core. And Webinar Core automatically plays the webinar at specific times, and it gives me stats. And behind those stats, I can build automations. So here's an example. If I put a video on YouTube and I say, hey, watch this presentation, and at the end of the presentation, let's say I'm selling a product. Let's say I'm selling my coaching services, and let me just say that it's $1,000 for the year, as an example. If I upload that to YouTube, what happens is people will click through. Maybe you're watching this on a phone or you're watching this online on your computer, and people will scroll back and forth from a YouTube video. They'll go to the end, go to the beginning, and maybe play it at 2x speed or 1x speed or 1.5x speed and speed up the process of learning that information. That is an ineffective experience if you're selling a product or service. So instead of putting it up on YouTube, I use a platform called Webinar Core. And in Webinar Core, the way that it works is when I upload the video, you cannot speed up, you cannot go back. The experience feels like it's live. And on top of that, other members who are watching the presentation at the same time can chat amongst each other and ask questions, as well as I can place a member of my team or even myself. I can go in and look at the responses and actually go ahead and respond. So meaning that someone who's on their phone watching the presentation, they can go ahead and play this video, and when they're playing the video, and they can chat and say, hey, I love what Andy's saying, or I have a question about the product that Andy is selling, I can then jump in and respond to that person, okay? And in the chat. So that's the value of Webinar Core. And I can see how long someone has stayed in the video, how long they've watched the video, and it's also a pre-recorded video, as well as I can have automations built in. So meaning if someone watches the video and they watch like 75% of the video, I can then send them an email and say, hey, I noticed you watch only 75% of the video, or you only stayed for 15 minutes in the presentation. I would love to have you come back another time. I can build all those automations for different actions that they took place inside of the webinar, okay? And that's why I use Webinar Core. The next one is gonna be Progretta. This is my flagship software, which is a white label of High Level. High Level is a software that you can white label and put your own logo on and sell it as your own brand, and you keep 100% of the revenue. So Progretta is my version. That is income stream number 11, okay? Income stream number 12 is the agency branded SaaS infrastructure, white label, Go High Level. So I make money in the Go High Level ecosystem. Income stream number 13 is software wholesale. And this is something that has been done for years in different industries. Think about real estate. this has been common to me in real estate. So in real estate, you can actually wholesale real estate properties. And here's what that means. You buy a house, let's say it's an ugly home and it's broken down and it needs a new kitchen, it needs the pipes to be fixed. So you can buy that house pretty cheap, and then once you fix it up, so let's just do the math, make it simple. Let's say you buy an ugly house and it's only for $10,000. So you buy the house for 10 grand, you put in $20,000 of work in the house and you spruce it up, make it look beautiful. Now your cost in that house is only $30,000. And then you go to a home buyer, someone who's looking to find a house to live, and they're willing to spend $100,000. You are in the deal for $30,000. They buy that same house for you for $100 grand. You make a profit of $70,000. That's called a wholesaler. You can do the same thing in different industries. So I've decided to do that in software, where I buy undervalued softwares and I add systems and processes and I drive up the profit of that business, and then I sell it to a bigger company, and that bigger company takes it over. Okay, that bigger company takes that business over, and because it's now more profitable, I can sell it for a higher valuation, and I get to keep the profit. So same concept. Let's say I buy a business or a software company for $10,000. I add value to it. That value for me to set up all the systems and all the infrastructure cost me $20,000. I can then sell that company for an additional $100,000, and then I make that profit, okay? So that's number 13. Now, level 5, here's my income plays that are really asset plays. Number 14 is going to be stock dividends. So I've taken my money from my core businesses, my active income streams, and I've sent them, essentially used that money and deployed it as capital in different stock. I started investing when I was 21 years old. I remember just going into my bank account and started to play and buy Apple shares and different ETFs and mutual funds. So for example, I own a portion of Apple, and I get paid every single quarter from Apple through something called a dividend. And so I get stock dividends every 3 months because Apple makes a profit. I take that profit from Apple and I get to keep that profit, and I get to spend that money however I see fit, or I get to reinvest it, okay? So I take a portion of my active income, put it into stocks by giving it to larger organizations, and then they go ahead and use that money to make a profit. Out of the profit that they make, I get a portion of that profit as a kickback, okay, every quarter. Income stream number 15, which is going to be staff augmentation arbitrage. So here's what this looks like. I hire virtual assistants from outside the United States, and when I hire those virtual assistants, they work for me, and their role is by helping one of our clients. So I hire a virtual assistant, let's say Juan, I'll just use that as a name. I hire Juan, and Juan asks me, hey, I need a job, and I give Juan a job. And I say, your job, Juan, is to help one of our clients. And you're gonna work full-time, 160 hours a month, 40 hours a week for our client. Juan gives me his rate of how much he's gonna charge me to work for that client. I then go to the client and I say, Mr. Client, I'm gonna charge you a certain amount every single month to have Juan working inside of your company. The difference between what Juan is charging me and how much I get charged how much I charge the customer, I keep that profit. Okay, so that is called staff augmentation arbitrage. Now, I've done this for years. I've placed over 400 virtual assistants in different companies, from the local mom and pop bakery all the way down to the online fitness coach that needs a virtual assistant. And I make an arbitrage, a profit in between of what the VA charges me, as well as what I charge the client. Okay, number 16, angel investments. So I take equity stakes in companies with the hopes of an exit upside. So when the business wins, I win. So I invest into different brands and different consultants. Now, these are all digital companies. I invest into different brands. This could be cash up front. This could be investment with time, energy, and money. This could be investment with some of the resources that I have inside of my company. And as the business is generating revenue, I then get a quarterly profit or a monthly profit, or I will also get a equity stake in the company when the company exits and it's sold. So these are my 16 different income streams. If you found this video to be valuable, I would love for you to like this video, comment, let me know what you learned in this video, and subscribe. If you like this type of content, I'm an entrepreneur and I help other entrepreneurs do amazing stuff online through digital marketing. If you love this type of content, subscribe so that way you get a notification next time I have a video like this come out, and I'll see you on the next video.